Hi, my name is Samuel Haston. So I'm this type of person that, apart from what I do online, people perceive me to be this kind of created and outspoken person. I'm very reserved, I'm calm. And I like to do things that people would generally not like to do, like fishing, like sitting down to question life and reason why things are the way they are. That's the kind of person I am generally. That's how I see myself. Okay, so I grew up from a background where, in a very diverse cultural background. I can remember a time where someone at a wedding when I was younger, like an Hausa wedding, very beautiful and loving, also Igbo. So I then said to myself, one day I would like to, be in an event like this. So growing up, I then realized that, it would just be enough being in such beautiful ceremony. It would be nice to capture such beautiful moments of people with such beautiful culture. So these days, I find myself capturing lovely moments of people's wedding from different culture, different walks of life, and it's beautiful to see. Yeah, so actually, I didn't even plan to be a photographer. I'm a trained electrical engineer, you know, but at some point, there was a time during my youth service years when I was just clicking pictures at the local government, and the chairman saw me and like, Copper, come and snap me now. And then I picked up my camera and I clicked the shots. Seeing the picture I snapped by myself, I was really amazed. Like, let me do this one. And he said, come and show me, and I did. And then he said, you can take more pictures of us sitting here now. And I did. To my surprise, those pictures came out really nice. And he paid me. And from that moment, I'm like, if I can do this thing to satisfy this man, then it means I can click this picture for other people and make money. And that actually really inspired me, gave me a very big boost. And from then, since then, I started, creating stunning pictures. I learned more, and now I think, yes. Yes, so unlike other photography, unlike other mode of art, I think with photography, you tends to have flexibility to be able to document, to be able to document and still stay behind the camera, because like I said earlier, I'm a very relaxed, reserved person. I really don't like to stay in front of the camera. So starting, I love staying behind the camera, and I know that photography will give me the flexibility, and I leverage on that particular strength rather than my weakness. So there is something about a female body. It's very easy to tell story with feminine body these days, because there are a lot of fashion designers coming up with amazing creations these days, and they look best. They look better in when they are being worn by a lady. So because the area where I reside, Lagos, the fashion trend circles and revolves around lady, African lady. And that's why I chose to venture into that, because I will get to see more of that, or more often compared to men. Men are not so fashion centered like ladies. So that's why I chose lady for my art. Ladies have more, ladies have more thing. They have this thing for fashion compared to men. So I get more of that often. So that's why it tends to, most of my work revolves around lady and their beauty. No, 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 no. I mean, our work is intertwined, because without good photographs, there is no way you want to showcase your work out there. So, and we are well paid actually. We showcase their work, and then they give us also good designs to photograph. So we work hand in hand. African culture and heritage is promoted through my lens every time I work, because most of the location I use are here in Africa. And for that reason, most people that sees my work always ask, where is this place? Where is this place? Where is this place? And most of the time, some are historical. And because they're historical, people tends to be drawn to that particular location because of how I photograph a particular subject in that particular location. So most of the time, my projects tends to make people want to ask, where is this particular location? And the choice of the outfit I use, most of them are locally sourced by our fashion designer here in Nigeria. So with that, I mean, African culture is being represented properly in most of my works. Yeah, we are because recently, Burna Boy, Davido, and all these guys, they are putting our name out there globally, and then because of that, there are lots of amazing photographers that also work with them, showcasing their art and all. So with that, also the photography also is going out there, and but then I feel that in the nearest future we should have other platform where photographers can do exhibition. Okay, so I remember these shoots I did at the beach recently. So this shoot supposed to be for 2 p.m. and it was later turned to 6 p.m. By this time it was already raining. And then we had these shoots inside the rain. And to my greatest surprise, the shoot came out amazingly well because we have the model being wet and drippy under the rain. We're supposed to be a very dry shoot. But then the picture came out really well. And recently I have more people coming to shoot to recreate that similar image. So that is actually some kind of wow moment for me because it was unexpected and it came out really, really great. And I love the output also. Yeah, so just like every other art, uh, they said there's no magic in it when it doesn't scare you. So I would like to create something really magical somewhere, say Obudukatu Raj on the highest point of the cliff is where I would like to position my clients or my subject or my model. Like I really want to photograph a couple standing on the highest cliff of Obudukatu Raj, where I will photograph them having their engagement session. It's something that scares me a lot because the distance from my area of residence is like an hour, 30 minutes flight. And also, you still drive more than 8 hours to the destination of my choice. So, to the logistic also, and also the risk in there is something big and huge for me to comprehend. But as time goes on, I'm sure that definitely someday I'll be able to achieve this particular dream of mine. So yeah, it scares me, but it's achievable.